The Avengers ages in Avengers Doomsday, actor and in-universe side by side. Let's start with Captain America, because apparently the super soldier serum comes with a buy one, get one special. Chris Evans was 44 when filming this movie, but Steve Rogers was born in 1918, making him 110 years old. Then there's Bucky. Sebastian Stan was 42 to 43, but the character has been through more cryo-freezing sessions than the frozen food section at Costco. He was born in 1917, and by Avengers Doomsday, he's sitting somewhere around 111. If he's not collecting Social Security, then I have a problem with a lot of people. Thor rolls in next. Chris Hemsworth was 41, but the God of Thunder casually dropped he's around 1500 years old in Avengers Infinity War, and still too young to watch cable news. So while his exact age was never specified, and has seen more tragedies than the Kim Kardashian family has dance partners. Anthony Mackie was 46 when filming Avengers Doomsday as Captain America. Sam himself was born in 1978, meaning he's about 49 to 50 in Doomsday. But factor in the 5 years he lost to the blip, and he's really living at about 44 or 45. Turns out disappearing for half a decade is the ultimate moisturizer. Loki is just showing off at this point. Tom Hiddleston was only 44, but the God of Mischief was found as a baby around the year 965. That puts him at about 1,063 years old by 2028. And that's not even counting the potential centuries he spent bouncing around the TVA, because apparently being a war criminal was not enough. He had to be a time criminal. Then you have Namor, Marvel's oldest character. Tenoch Huerta was 44 when filming, but Namor was born in 1571. Do the math and he's somewhere between 456 and 457. And this time he's ditched the nose rings. Apparently appealing just to San Francisco doesn't sell movie tickets. Now the new old blood, Robert Downey Jr. He steps in as Dr. Doom at the age of 60. But since Doom is a brand new character, in universe, we don't know his age yet. However, he and Reed Richards have a connection, and if it's anything like the comics, they most likely attended university around the same time, meaning in universe, they must be around the same age. Yelena is next. Florence Pugh is 29, making her officially too old for many US politicians. In universe, the character was already 6 years old in 1995, which puts her birth year at 1988 or 1989. She got blipped too, so by Doomsday, she's calendar aging into her late 30s, but her lived age is more like her mid-30s. Red Guardian, David Harbour, 50 years old and clearly having the time of his life. Alexei doesn't have a canon birth date, but he was already a Soviet operative by the early 1990s. Best guess puts him somewhere between mid-60s to potentially early 70s by Avengers Doomsday. We also have Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, who is somehow still alive. He was 56 when filming Avengers Doomsday, while looking 34. Scott's age has never been confirmed in the MCU either. My guess, he's somewhere in his 50s in Avengers Doomsday. But remember, even though he wasn't blimped in Infinity War, he was stuck in the quantum realm. When it happened. So Scott skipped 5 years of aging by accident. And yes, I'm considering him an Avenger, considering he called himself one in Quantumania. John Walker, the real Captain America, who also didn't do anything wrong, played by Wyatt Russell, he was 38 to 39 while filming. The character graduated from West Point in 2009, meaning he's either 41 or 42 in Avengers Doomsday. Ghost, played by Hannah John Kamen, was 35 while filming. We know the quantum accident happened in 1988 when she was a kid, meaning she's either in her late 30s or early 40s in Avengers Doomsday. And the last Avenger, Sentry. Louis Pullman was only 32 while filming Avengers Doomsday. The character, Bob Reynolds, also known as the Sentry, is a little bit of a quagmire. We don't know much about his early life, his childhood, or his birth year, so his age remains speculative. The Avengers formed in 2012, meaning the Avengers is 16 years old in Avengers Doomsday. Now it's time for the X-Men, where things get a little confusing. Let's start with Charles Xavier and Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart was the young age of 84 to 85 while filming Avengers Doomsday. Meanwhile, the character is quite a bit older. Fox material places his age in 1932, however, in Logan, it's stated he is 90 in 2029. So canonically, Charles Xavier will be 89 in Avengers Doomsday. Magneto, a fan favorite, is played by the wonderful and talented Ian McKellen. He was 85 and 86 while filming the movie. His character was born in 1930, making him 98 in Avengers Doomsday, old enough to have ghosted Mother Mary. Gambit doesn't even know when or where he was born, so his in-universe age remains more confusing than Joe Biden at a public event. Channing Tatum was 45 years old while filming. Scott Summers, who hopefully actually does something this time around, is played by James Marsden, who deserved better. I love the original X-Men films, but man, they did him dirty. Dirtier than a Logan Paul scheme. He was born between 1965 and 1967, making his in-universe age 60 to 63 during 2028. So there you have it. A team full of super soldiers, gods, ancient sorcerers, mutants, walking placeholders, and more. Some of them 3 digits, some are pushing a few thousand, and others remain in between. Which Avenger or X-Men are you most excited to see in Avengers Doomsday? Let me know in the comments.